Hello everyone, I'm Lachlan from Soul Camps, and we just want to say a huge thank you to Bright Angels for being a big part of our summer camp last year.
Fellow students, parents and guardians, I'm John Bosco Otim, the school principal. Here at Bright Angels International School, you know we have a global population, parents and even teachers. And so we try to expose our students, our learners, to international environment through organizing summer camp trips that we do annually. We do every year. We take our learners to different venues all over the world where we expose them to other international students coming from all over the world so they can interact, they can learn from each other and create bonds. And that is what it means by being an international school. Now, in August of 2024, as a school, we took 35 students to a very wonderful country called Switzerland. And accompanying these 35 students were 3 chaperones, our own teachers that went to take care of these students. Now, in Switzerland, we visited, very wonderful places, wonderful cities in Switzerland, including the famous city of Geneva. Our students were there. We went to the city of Bern, which happens to be the capital city of Switzerland. But through the 1 week that we were in Switzerland, our learners were stationed at a place called Leising, which is, along the Alps region. It's a part of Switzerland that has got wonderful scenery. Mountain tops that are, ice-capped, white in color, and a lot of greenery because we went there in summer. So it was a very wonderful experience. Our students were able to visit very interesting sites in Switzerland, places that you may only have one chance in a lifetime to visit, like the salt mines in the Alps, Glacier 3000, where we went, to the top of one of the peaks of the Alps mountains. Very cold and it was freezing, but it was a very wonderful experience. Learners also, used the cable cars to, to go to the top of the mountains. So it was really, really, really interesting. We also visited a very traditional city in Switzerland, which is called Gstaad. Gstaad is really wonderful. The houses are built using timber, using wooden houses, but so beautiful and durable. Our learners got a chance to interact with so many other learners from around the world. I remember some of our students created friendship with learners from Japan, from Brazil, from Spain, and so on and so forth. In 2025, we took again a group of 18 students and 3 chaperones for another summer camp in London. And this time we were based in the famous University College London, which is located in central London. That's where our students were residing. And London was a very wonderful experience for our students. Very wonderful because as a city, London is a very historical city with a lot of historical attractions, but also very many modern infrastructure. Our learners were able to visit, places like the London Eye. They took a ride on the wheel and, they found themselves on top of London City, which was a very wonderful experience, like 360-degree view of London City. That was so wonderful. They took a boat cruise also on the River Thames, where they visited so many, interesting sites in London. They also visited Buckingham Palace, where the king stays. It is full of history. They visited other places like the National Gallery, and there are so many art pieces that are found in the National Gallery in London. Uh, they visited so many places, I can't even mention all of them, but it was full. They visited so many, interesting sites in London. They also visited Buckingham Palace, where the king stays. It is full of history. They visited other places like the National Gallery, and there are so many art pieces that are found in the National Gallery in London. Uh, they visited so many places, I can't even mention all of them, but it was full of fun. We also had the chance of using the London Tube. For those of you who may not be familiar with London Tube, it is the train system that goes underground. So you find buildings are on top, but underground it's another world, full of tubes through which these trains pass. Our students were able to board those trains and visit famous train stations like Waterloo and so on and so forth. So it was a very interesting summer camp for our students in 2025. We also visited other places outside London. For instance, the most famous one was when our students visited Oxford City. The interest was Oxford University, which is in Oxford City. Oxford City is basically a university town because the biggest, institution there is Oxford University, which was so amazing. And our students were able to interact with some current students of Oxford University, the lecturers, the professors at the university, as well as witnessing a graduation function that was happening on that day. We also had a visit to Thorpe Park, which is about over 100 kilometers north of London. It is way outside London. But in Thorpe Park, it has so many amazing rides, including roller coasters. Very, very, very tall roller coasters. Personally, I took one, and yeah, it was an adrenaline rush. It was very wonderful. So learners were able to enjoy that, plus so many other water games and so on and so forth with, some food as well, some snacks. It was full of fun. And I can't explain everything that our learners benefited from while they were in the UK. But on top of that, every day they had a series of lessons. They don't go only for fun, but they go to learn. They learn English as a language. They learn about AI, artificial intelligence. They learn a lot of things about technology. They also interact with other cultures. And at the end of the summer camp, each learner is given a certificate based on what they have learned. So it was a very wonderful experience. Now, next year, 2026, in August, we shall also take our learners again, and we shall take them back to London in the UK. And so I implore you as parents, as guardians, if you want to give your child this one time experience in a lifetime, please come to the school and register your child for the upcoming summer camp. I pray that God gives you the means to be able to support your child and give your child this international exposure. Thank you so much. God bless you.